Hello, my friends. Nikki and Eva here. We
Hi.
are so excited to dive into our lesson. So, our lesson today is stress or digest. And it's so interesting because I love, as you guys know, I love talking to Eva about all of her knowledge with nutrition, making beautiful food, but also on like the flip side of things is like your emotional well-being and how that affects how we digest our food, what we're actually able to absorb. So we might be eating beautiful food, but maybe we're not digesting it or absorbing it right. And maybe we are eating too much food because we're stressed or all this good stuff. So I know that you guys know Eva, but here is Eva. We are here and we are excited to dive in with you. Hi, Eva.
Hi. Thank you for having me again.
Yes.
This is fun. Okay, so we all know that everybody is stressed. And pre-COVID-19, I used to say stress kills because stress is related to heart disease and obesity and imbalance in your hormones, and everything in your life pretty much is affected by stress or not. And what I've learned in the last 2 months was that your digestive system is equally affected by stress, if not more. So you know how it is. Back in the day, you had an alarm whenever you saw a tiger in the woods. Whenever you were in danger, your nervous system will kind of ring a bell, and then everything goes into a flight or fight mode. Your blood pressure goes up, your cortisol, your sugar level in your blood goes up to make sure that you have enough fuel to supply to your muscles so you are strong to escape. There is no blood flow to the organs. It's all going to the muscles and to your brain so that your eyesight is sharper, that you can make a decision in a quick second to make sure that you have the right route to escape that tiger, right? So whenever you're stressed, you're basically not digesting. Your digestive system go to a stop, your pH in your acidity in your stomach goes down, your enzymes to break down food stop producing, your body stop producing that. So you really either have a stress syndrome or a stress fighting mechanism with your stress, or you have your digestive ability. So it's really important for us to, one, understand what is stress. So stress is any type of physical, mental, or emotional factor that cause tension in the body. This tension in the body cause chemical, physical, or even behavioral changes. It's very important to understand that stress can be something that is real, like a tiger is jumping on you, or you're running on the trail and you see a snake. Okay, so that's real stress that your body is reacting to something that's happening, or that's something that is perceived. Say your boss is upset with you, or you have to talk to an audience, or there is a pandemic going on and it is stressful to go to the supermarket. It is stressful to think about how your kids are going to finish the school year or not. You know, if you have a job, what's happening with your spouse, what's happening, maybe you're unemployed, or you have a business that you're not sure what will be the future of it. So this stress, even if it is and it's not in your head, but even if you're putting all that stressful thoughts in your head, that's what activates your stress mechanism in your body. Okay, so it's really important for us to understand that it's somewhat within our control and ability to maybe have some mechanism to help us to adjust to the stress, like meditation, like maybe saying prayer or say grateful before we're eating food, to kind of have all this stuff that helps us to reduce our tension and stress before we're eating. Okay, let's see. So we know that our sympathetic nervous system is our fight or flight, We also know that our parasympathetic nervous system is our rest and digest. This is the system that is controlling urination, defecation, salivation, helping us to eat. So this is really the digestive system that helps us when we are relaxed. So if we are stressed on once in a while, when we see a snake out in the out in the run, or let's say you know, every once in a while you do need to speak to an audience, you do need to coach a class with 100 people online, and it's new for you. That kind of stress is healthy. Not all stress is bad, okay? Physical activities, it is stressful on your body, but it is healthy. The problem is that we have chronic stress. So think about the last 2 months. We pretty much never gave our sympathetic nervous system a break. We were stressful day after day. We're not practicing. I mean, we are. Kaya girls do meditation and they do yoga and they create now during break beautiful, healthy food. But a lot of the times, people, when they're stressed, they eat junk food, which elevates your stress level inside your body, creating inflammation, elevating your blood level sugars, which we already know that when you are stressed, your body naturally producing sugar to your body. It's actually helping it for your muscles to have fuel to make sure that you are able to run faster and to maybe fight. So maybe your muscles have lots of power. So it's really important to know that when you are having stressful days, one day after the other, you're damaging your body, you're weakening your immune system, you're really not allowing your body to digest, to rest, to eliminate all the other things that it needs to do. So, you know, I think that a good place to start is maybe to test how stressful we are. Okay, so I have a couple questions here. When I say couple, I mean like 7. Okay, so this is high mileage questions that you can kind of help you gauge your stress level. Okay, so 1, do you have tension in your body, especially your neck and shoulders? 2, is your breathing shallow? So a lot of the times, maybe you catch yourself all of a sudden throughout the day, maybe having like a full inhale, like because you're not breathing throughout the day, because we are practicing very shallow breathing. You know, your body is a beautiful machine, and it can do a lot of the things by its own. Breathing is one of them, but a lot of the times we're so stressed that we're not really breathing fully. We're not really, your body is so tuned to do a lot of the other little things that it does to make you alive. And it doesn't allow you to relax your muscles and really actually take a big full breath. And we need to breathe to be alive.
Yes.
The deeper we're breathing, the more oxygen we get in, the more oxygen we let out, the better we survive. Okay. 3, do you feel restless or have difficulty focusing? So that's a big one, because, you know, when you're under stress for a very long time, it's almost like you're in a haze. Okay, there is not a lot of focus. 4, do you have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep? That's a big one. Okay. We know that, especially when you have big events, you start losing sleep.
Yeah.
And that's
sure.
Yeah, and that's with stress as well. Do you have your sex drive? Is your sex drive low? Your sex drive is attached to the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's part of your digest and rest system. When you're stressed, your sex drive is going to low, right? It's hard to connect physically, emotionally, and our hormones are really not in balance. Right. And then 2 more question is, do you grind your teeth at night? You know, and how would you know that? Do you get up and your jaw is hurting? Maybe your teeth kind of feel raw. And then, are you easily irritated?
Fiery. Yeah. These are all great questions. I think these are that all of us, like you said, have different stress is part of our lives. It's like something that is unavoidable, but
Mhm.
like you said, good stress, bad stress. And the problem is that, like, unlike a wild animal, we don't let go of things that bother us. And so we have these stressful occurrences that go over and over in our mind when the problem's long gone. You've had whatever, a lion almost attacked you, but in your mind, it's attacking you again and again and again, because maybe we haven't learned the skills of letting problems go, or maybe also the skill of confronting problems and then being able to let them go. And then on top of it, a lot of us eat out of stress. So not only are we like layering up all of these like layers of possibly undue stress, but then we're eating while we're stressed. So then we're not digesting. And then that becomes weight on our body, which, like, the weight of stress, the weight on our body, and we're not able to digest our food.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, chronic stress is go hand in hand with increased belly fat. So that's the harmful fat that we're trying to get rid of around your organs. That's our visceral fat. It goes hand in hand with leaky gut, with IBS, with allergies, with inflammation, increased inflammation. So it's really goes more than what people think, oh, you're just stressed, you're making yourself tired or cranky, or what we say, all this stuff. But it does lead to just breaking down your body, and then it's very short connection to obesity and diabetes and heart disease and all that stuff that we see in America. I wanted to leave you guys with a couple tips about how to
Yes.
manage stress. Okay.
Perfect.
So
I'm excited.
yeah. Okay. One thing is the more you practice whole food, plant-based diet, eliminating sugars, eliminating anything that causes allergy like dairy and sugar and alcohol and caffeine, the more you do it, the better you are internally, and then you're reducing the stress on your systems internally, and that can really make a difference. Okay, so one thing is your diet. So now we're in break. The more you can eat your veggies first, the more you can focus on fiber, the better you are. Drink a lot of water. Really big one for relaxing in your body is the intermittent fasting. So the more you can space out between your last meal and your sleep and your recovery, you make sure that your body is digesting fully and have that rest that it needs before breakfast. So diet is a big one. Another one is exercise. So we know that exercising helps you to get those feel-good hormones, and you're really feeling good, and it helps you to release tension. So whatever tension we were saying we were holding in our shoulders and neck, in the jaw, it helps you to release that, and it actually helps you to think that you were fighting a little bit of a tiger or something. A lot of people say that running is their meditation. They run off the crazy. A lot of the times it's the same thing with Kaya. So exercise is a big one. Okay, exercise to release that tension and stress. I think that as Kaya girls that stick with it and did the virtual workouts and met together throughout this Corona, I think that was our biggest savior. I know for myself, it helped me so much. Just, one was to see other people, and that's my third tidbit is to just connect with other people and try to connect with your loved ones, with girlfriends, with family, but also to work out and eat healthy. Okay, and now I'm gonna tie it all together is to feel gratitude. I don't think that today a lot of families, or let's say pre-COVID-19. Not a lot of families used to eat together, gather around the table and talk about their day and see their loved one and connect to people. And I feel like now, because of COVID, we are doing it more and more. So that really helps us, especially before we're starting to eat, to relax a little bit. Saying grace, and it doesn't have to be religious. It could be maybe grateful. Maybe you are grateful that you can sit together and that you can have this beautiful meal that maybe you made yourself, or maybe you got really good, a clean food delivery or something.
Yeah.
So kind of tying it together, and then being grateful really helps to calm you down, because when you're grateful, you really are relaxed and happy state of mind. You're not in a, you're not counting all the stuff that you need to do and all the things that is wrong. Try not to listen to the news when you're eating.
Yes, please. Yeah, yes.
Put on some music,
Turn off your
especially,
phones.
get off the phone. Another good tip is to have your kitchen and where you're eating, so your dining room and your kitchen table, be your sanctuary. Maybe you're playing fun music. Maybe you're cooking with your kids and your family and your spouse. Maybe you're cooking for your pets. Maybe you have a lot of plants there to make you happy. So whatever you're doing, associate making food and eating with relaxation and feeling happy and good, and your body will thank you, and your digestive system will be happy and will be active to digest your food and to absorb all the nutrients and feel really good.
Thank you, Ifat, so much. That was really so many valuable takeaways from that. I think that assessing where we are with our levels of stress, and then just knowing that we have the power to change that stress level at any time. So we ultimately can choose to breathe, to play nice music, to get outside, and to not stress eat, knowing that it's not good for us. And so I think with all of these tips and the way to make tips a reality is just do it. Write it down, put a post-it so you can be, remind yourself, light a candle, take a few breaths before your meal, say grace, in between bites, put the fork down and take some deep breaths, smell your food, look at it and look at how beautiful it is. And then it just, everything will give your body all the nourishment that it's meant to have.
Yes.
Thank you for this. Okay, you guys, so our goal for this week is just kind of answer some of these questions and give yourself a stress test, and then are taking the tips and slowly implementing them into your life, and voila, you will be digesting like a champion. Okay, bye. Thanks again, Eva. Love it.